Hey there, Sanko. Everybody, hope you guys are doing good. I know it's been some time, but this video is gonna make up for that time. I've been wildly busy doing a lot of things. And before I get this video started, we're about to hit 10,000 subscribers. This is huge, mashallah, alhamdulillah. Jazakallah khair for all the support and everything you guys have been part of this last 2 years of journey. For the 10,000 subscribers point, what I am going to do, I'm going to do an open AMA. So if you want to ask me any question, I mean, this could be on self-development, my journey, recommendations, relationship, whatever it is, advice or whatever it is you want, except fatwa. You can't ask me a fatwa, but anything else other than that, go on my Instagram and just DM me, or B, you can email me. The email is going to be in the description below, or it's already on this channel aligned in the about section. Email me or DM me. And I know I'm not the best at replying yet because I've been super busy with my business. So inshallah, I will, for the 10,000 subscriber, I will reply back to everyone, inshallah. And I will also answer those questions specifically in the AMA for the 10,000 subscribers. So, and I think that's going to be around New Year's. So New Year's or like January 5, 10, around there, because that's what the progress is looking like. So inshallah, we can do a New Year's AMA plus a 10,000 AMA, hopefully. Okay, so this video is going to be in two sections. We're going to have part A and part B in regards to what 2024 tokens I'm looking at when it comes to crypto. This is going to be an entire walkthrough, but this is not limited to just these. I would always recommend you to look at the previous videos I've made, because there's still tokens from those previous bull run that I'm holding to this bull run, and I'm gonna play them out, see how they do, and take profits from them also. Took profits from them from the last bull run. Inshallah, we'll take profits from them from this bull run. And if some projects I think are like, not gonna give me the highest alpha, like, return on investment from a risk perspective, I will exit those strategies, come to my new strategies even stronger. But these are the new tokens, or I would say, some of the tokens that I'm looking at for 2024. And you have to understand, every bull run has its own strategy. Some strategy carries on. For example, DeFi has carried on. A little bit of NFTs has migrated into metaverse, and that's going to carry on. So like certain things will always carry on, but there's going to be new innovation that's going to come from this bull run, such as tokenization, AI technologies, intent-based technologies, and gaming. But personally, I'm staying away from gaming, but the other stuff I'm really looking into. So inshallah, you'll see some projects in these two videos aligned with what I just talked about. So without any further ado, let's get part one started. Hope you guys are enjoying the video. And as you guys are, hit that subscribe button. Let's make that Mashallah money together. Okay, so before I get started, I need to get my thinking cap on. All right, now we're good to go. All right, to start off, you can see here on my screen, I have BTC open. And the reason why I have BTC open is just so I can talk a little bit about what's going on with the crypto market in general, market updates, and then also kind of talk about where I am in regards to position of BTC. So here, I have this on 1 year trend, and you can see within 1 year, it's gone up by 150%. I had told you guys around 30K that look, now it seems like there's more solid information in regards to fundamentals and technicals that you can start going in, and every time it does dip, maybe DCA in. So for example, if you bought at 30K, you probably already made 33%, but you see this minor dip that happened here, and if you want to buy in a little bit more, that might be a good time to buy. And then if it dips a little more, buy a little bit more, because the upside of BTC is looking towards somewhere around 150 to 200K over the next 1 or 2 years. And this is because there's ETFs coming out, and this is both for ETFs for BTC, and there's also ETFs that are potentially going to come out for Ethereum. So we're also going to look at Ethereum soon. So ETFs are coming out. The SEC is working with BlackRock and Vanguard. I think we're looking at maybe January ending to February beginning, where this is going to look very, very promising. Also, the crypto halving is happening, BTC halving is happening, and economically, interest rates are staying stable. Now, I'm not saying they're going down or they're going up, but at least they're staying stable. So what that does is that gives people a perception of what their cost of borrowing money will be, and because people borrow money to do some investments, and this is what happened in the 2017 boom. A lot of people got burned from that, but a lot of people also made a lot of money from that. We as Muslims stay away from that because, alhamdulillah, We don't want to deal with riba. So do not borrow money to put into any of these investments, especially these really risky investments. Um, and I mean, it's gonna have riba on it, so don't borrow at all from the bank. But if you do, you and your brothers want to go in, you can take your brother's money and you're really confident in the investments that you're doing, then obviously that's gonna be riba-free investments. But again, I always say don't borrow money to invest. It's not a smart idea. Even if you're a genius at investing, borrowing money in investing is just like you playing with somebody else's fate. So anywho, that with BTC looks like a solid trend going upwards, and always buy at the dip. Same thing with here. We'll just quickly go on Ethereum here. ETH. Yep. If you see Ethereum, it kind of follows BTC's market trend also. However, Ethereum has a higher upside than BTC does. So for example, BTC right now is at 40K, looking at 150K to 200K, you're looking at maybe potentially doing a 2.5 to 3x. But with Ethereum, there's a potential 10 to 15K upside. So which you're maybe looking at about 4 to 7x. So right? Personally, look, one thing I don't like about Ethereum is the fact that it doesn't have a locked circulating supply, um, which is personally an issue for me. But it does have a systematic deployment of its funds. So that being said, you know, its supply is somewhat controlled, but it's not fully controlled. But Ethereum has one of the biggest use cases, and there's a lot of projects that are being developed on the layer 2 of Ethereum. And I mean, if you go back to the chart very quickly, you can see here it's technically following this similar alignment with BTC. So yeah, this is gonna be a big part of my portfolio. By the way, at the ending of these two parts, I am gonna do a final part where I'm gonna be going deep into my portfolio. So I'm gonna be giving percentages of what I'm investing in, where I'm putting my money, and gonna go into details for that. Okay, start off the part one. We're looking at XRP. XRP, I think I've talked about it enough times, and a lot of people know a lot about it. XRP is like the coin that is used from the element of banking. Now, banks own this. Banks are working with this. Banks are aligned with this, and we're still not in a complete crypto market. So I'm gonna say, and I've been talking about this since 2020. Okay, so this YouTube channel has existed. I've been talking about XRP, and people have bought it from then, and it's gone up. I think I've talked about it. I've had it since it was like 20 cents, 21 cents. So, and I've taken profit and then I bought again, type of thing. Another thing I'm looking at is AGIX, SingularityNET, and this is directly in regards to your AI technologies, right? So if I just scroll down and we can just read very quickly about what is SingularityNET. It's a blockchain powered platform that allows anybody to easily create, share, and monetize AI services thanks to its globally accessible AI marketplace. Now, why is AI needed to be on blockchains? Let me explain to you. Because one, ownership of data. Two, um, the if you want something to progress quicker, if you want any development to happen in any industry quicker, you need to incentivize the individuals who are interacting with it. So this is going to help people monetize the work that they're doing on AI, and also it's going to decentralize the data. Right now, even when you use GPT, sometimes you'll notice that there's a bias to it. You can ask it questions against certain cultures or towards any specific culture, and it will not answer for against certain cultures, but it will answer for sure against certain cultures. So you can tell there's still a lot of bias within this AI system. But AI is not supposed to be biased, and it's biased because the core data that it's getting is biased, right? It's not the AI technology's fault; it's the data's fault, and that's what I'm saying. You need to kind of decentralize the data also, so it's more honest. So I'm really looking into this project also, and I told you guys, right? There's new industries that are gonna boom during this bull cycle, and I'm a strong believer that AI is gonna do well. Okay, next is the graph. I've been talking about GRT for the longest time. I'm a big fan. I think the work that they're doing is amazing, and you can see here. One thing very important to notice is its all-time high was 2.26 dollars. which means right now it's at 16 cents. This thing has potential of almost doing 15x. And that's the reason why I have this here too, because I've held GRT for the longest time. And I strongly believe now the use cases of GRT are much higher. Obviously, this isn't financial advice. You can do all of this isn't financial advice. You got to do your own research. But you can see here, the graph is an indexing protocol for querying data for networks like Ethereum and IPFS, powering many applications in both DeFi and the broader Web3 ecosystem. The next one I'll talk about is XDC network. This is also a pretty strong contender for this upcoming market, and you can see like it had an all-time high of about 0.0 so 8.8 cents. Around right now it's at 5 cents. So there is potential for it to go back up. As you can see here, XDC is a very strong network, and it's going to be used for public/private blockchains. Now, the beauty of this project is that it is a layer 1 that's focusing on global payment systems, and it is ISO 2022 compatible, which will make it easier for developers and projects that want to come into blockchain from a Web 2.0 fintech to a Web 3.0 fintech. This project is going to help with that migration. And as many projects are coming and many banks are looking into things like this, this is one of the solutions that I think they're going to be using. And if they are, then obviously it brings a lot more demand to their specific token. Not necessarily are they going to be using XDC token, but because they're using the platform, XDC token will get some of the backings. Next project is Hedera. I think I've been talking about Hedera for the longest time. Hedera Hash is, like, in my personal opinion, one of the most underrated projects out there. You can see here also its all-time high from the last bull cycle was somewhere around 43 cents. Right now it's at 7 cents. So that's like 6x type of thing that it has capacity for. But even if you just look at the project, and very quickly I'm going to go over it because I've talked about Hedera a lot. So Hedera is the most used sustainable enterprise-grade public network for the decentralized economy that allows individuals and businesses to create powerful decentralized applications, dApps. Even though dApps are very, I would say, not like it's not a big use case right now, but I think it's in the future it's going to be more and more bigger use case as organizations do want to become more decentralized, even from an angle of management. Next one is Algorand. Algorand, I mean, from the last bull cycle, it did very well. I think again in this bull cycle, it's going to do very well. I've been a holder for some time, and as you can see already, it's had its boom initially for this bull cycle era. But if you go back and you zoom out and you see what potential is there, it's about there's about a 10x potential there in comparison to your last bull cycle. But Algorand has been there for some time, and Algorand is like Sol is known to be an Ethereum killer. Now I don't think necessarily it'll kill Ethereum, but I think it'll be a good alternative project that can be used from many projects for their development and also their transactions. Just like that, I was talking about Algorand. Now I'm going to talk about Solana. Now Solana, as you guys can see, has already done quite a big boom from the last over the last, I would say, 2-3 weeks. I've also been holding it for some time, and alhamdulillah, it's done well. But as a whole, I think there is still a lot more potential. And if you can remember, last year Solana went all the way to like 230 to 220. Sorry, not last year, the last bull run. So there is potential, and this is more of a less risky potential, right? For example, you can see here, Solana is a project that's being used by many other projects. Solana has NFTs being developed on them. Solana has gaming being developed on them. Solana is a faster, more sustainable ecosystem than Ethereum. So people are using it as an alternative to Ethereum. And you can see last time it went to $220. So this time people are more looking at it maybe hitting $350 to $400. Personally, I just think it's a safer bet than a safer call or safer investment than some of the other ones in here. And you should have one of the few of these safer ones, even though it's gone up a little bit already. All right. Next one for this video is optimism, and the reason why I'm talking about optimism is because of a few reasons. But if you guys just check this out very quickly, optimism was recently launched, and it's done fairly well. But remember, as soon as projects do launch, the boom actually comes after, and I think you didn't miss out on a huge opportunity here, because you can see here in October, when the initial rise started, it was about 141. Right now it's at $2, and potentially this has the, you know, the potential of going all the way upwards of $10. So very quickly, what is optimism? OP is a layer 2 blockchain on top of Ethereum. Optimism benefits from the security of Ethereum mainnet and helps scale the Ethereum ecosystem by using optimistic rollups. That means transactions are trustlessly recorded on Optimism but ultimately secured on Ethereum. Optimism is one of the biggest scaling solutions for Ethereum with over 500 million in TVL. It is home to 97 protocols, the biggest being SNX, which I think you guys should know, derivative exchange, Uni, DEX, blah, 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 blah. So, anywho, I would say to understand optimism a little bit easier or better, it would be think about Ethereum, protection of Ethereum, but the transaction speed and the cheaper transaction fees of OP. So just to quickly summarize on what is rollups, so you guys know, how new technology is going to be the focus of this bull run. We're just gonna really quickly summarize what rollups is. But you guys should do your own research on this. The first variety is called an optimistic rollup. This is because it is optimistically assumes that all the transactions contained within a rollup are valid. Optimistic rollups give everyone on the network a certain amount of time, usually a week, to contest fraudulent transactions. The benefit of optimistic rollup is that it's quick by assuming things are correct. The network doesn't have to waste time confirming things. The drawback is that it usually takes about a week to officially withdraw your funds from a popular network like Optimism or Arbitrum. The next project I want to talk about is Arbitrum. Now, like Optimistic, Arbitrum also was launched this year, 2023, and again, it's already doing below what started off with, so there is an opportunity here. But what is Arbitrum? Arbitrum is an Ethereum layer 2, similarly like optimistic scaling solution. It uses optimistic rollups, exactly what I was talking about, to achieve its goal of improving speed, scalability, and cost efficiency on Ethereum. Now, look, these two projects that I just talked about, you have to understand, if you're a believer that Ethereum is going to be the most consumed and used layer 1 protocol, then you have to for development and for transactions and blah blah blah, then you have to understand you need to have solutions that can help ease the pain from Ethereum, and these two projects are the ones that are focusing on this. Anywho, so going back into Arbitrum, so where we stopped here. So Arbitrum benefits from the security and compatibility of Ethereum. Another benefit is the higher throughput and lower fees compared to Ethereum. That is made possible thanks to moving most of the computation and storage load off chain. Arbitrum's native token is called ARB and is used for governance. So again, usually if they're aligned with governance, there is a utility to the tokens itself, and so there's going to be demand coming in. Remember, wherever there's utility, there's demand. So again, you guys should read into it. I'm going to be holding this project also and looking deeper into it. The last token that I'm going to be talking about specifically about within this video is Polygon. I know I've talked about Polygon before. Polygon is a project that has done very well in the previous years, and I think this bull run, Polygon's going to come out to be a little bit a winner again. He'll become another winner because Polygon actually is updating and adjusting to the needs. As you can see, optimistic rollups and ZK rollup chains. So this is how you know, like, the power of Polygon But on top of it, they're also working with optimistic rollups and ZK rollups. So that helps work with things like, okay, let's do the whole thing. So we can just quickly read up again about what is Polygon. Polygon, previously known as Matic Network, is the first well-structured, easy-to-use platform for Ethereum scaling and for infrastructure development. Its core component is Polygon SDK, a modular, flexible framework that supports building multiple types of application. You can learn more about it, but I just want to go into this again. Using Polygon, one can create optimistic rollup chains, ZK rollup chains, standalone chains, or any other kind of infra required by the developer. Polygon effectively transforms Ethereum into a full-fledged multi-chain system, aka Internet of Blockchains. This multi-chain system is akin to other ones such as Polkadot, Cosmos, Avalanche, with the advantages of Ethereum security, vibrant ecosystem, and openness. By the way, you guys should also look into all of these guys also. They're not bad projects. Anywho, Matic is their token. Check it out, read about it, see if you guys want to hold it. Last year they did very well, or last bull run they did very well. I think they're going to do very well again. As the industry matures, much of the use cases are going to be, or much of the power is going to come from the element of development, and the more that the developers are aligned and working on it and making solutions using this, the more solutions are being created for customers and the more customers are coming on. So projects like Polygon, Arbitrum, Optimism, Solana, Algorand, these are the projects that are going to be used for things like this. This wraps up part one. I know it was a little bit long one. Look forward to part two. Remember, we're about to hit 10K subscribers, so like, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Let your friends know. And you can reach out to me, ask me your questions for the AMA and for the 10K subscriber. I might even do a giveaway, wala alam. But we'll talk about that on that video for the 10K subscribers. That wraps up the video. Share this with your friends. Let me know what you think. Are you going to be holding any one of these projects? Are you holding any one of these projects? Let me know in the comments below. Take care of yourself. Assalamu alaikum.